What's it say on it?
National champions 2025 women's indoor. Perfect.
Welcome to a day at the beach. The best the sport has to offer on the collegiate level gathered here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Can anyone slow Arkansas's momentum towards a third straight national crown?
This is her final track meet as an Oregon Duck. She and Jada Ross would really love to go out in style and win a team title.
At Virginia Beach, and the plan is, of course, to go out there and execute, just put on a show, do what we do best, and just have some fun. It's going to be a really good meet. I'm really excited, actually. So, even though it's the last competition as a Duck, I'll always be a Duck, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the women knew that we needed to execute. Going into day one, everybody knew, get through the finals and then make it to finals is kind of what the mentality was. And
Night before, I talked at the team meeting and just told everybody just to have fun, execute. I told them I've made a lot of finals and done a lot of things at national meets and championship meets, so, you don't have to do anything different. You're already top 16 in the country, and these are the best athletes that are in the country, and you're one of them, and you're a part of that group. So, we just always continue as a team, we got each other, and the camaraderie was just great the entire weekend.
it was just all hands on deck.
We are here on a great stretch of Atlantic shoreline for the indoor meet. Virginia Beach, Virginia hosting this championship for the first time. Get set for March Madness on the track.
I don't usually go to the meet the first day because I usually compete the second day, but I went to the meet just for that extra support for the women's team and for the men that were running. The mentality was just execute and see how the cards landed.
I think the 60 is always the most nerve-wracking race for me just because it's over so quick and the margin of error is very small. So I think after the 60, it was I was very calm after that. After making it to the 60 final, I was like, okay, cool, season's best. Made it to the final and it was good after that. Aaliyah was my roommate and we just, kind of talked to each other too, just knowing that we had each other the entire weekend as well, within our sports group. First day, we had a lot of people make finals as well, so I was like, we're looking pretty good.
Distance medley relay.
Number of these athletes are going to be doubling back. We'll see some athletes coming in from the 800 and from the mile as these legs unfold. Really difficult to kind of know what to expect into this DMR.
So Nielsen for Oregon, she won her heat of the mile early on, 1,200-meter leg, 6 laps of the track.
Yeah, the DMR has been doing really good the entire year, honestly, so I had a lot of faith in them. I knew they were going to go out there and handle business as usual.
Oregon, followed by Providence. It's slated to be Ella Clayton.
The Ducks looking to soar, handing off.
Now the 800-meter leg.
Ella Nelson is doing an outstanding job of trying to gain a little bit more ground with a 58-second first 400 meters.
That was electric. That was amazing to watch. Every woman that ran it was just really fun to watch.
1,600-meter leg.
And that is Shalon Isle-Diz, back from the mile, had about 90 minutes in between after qualifying to step onto the track.
BYU, Oregon, Providence, LSU. Oregon hangs on for second.
Awesome job. You did great.
I think it just really set the tone for the team. Just, get the job done and getting those extra points that they got was really important.
Yeah, big points on the board.
Yeah, after seeing that they scored, 8 points going in, I was like, okay, like, this is good. We already got points on the board. And then it just, like, everything just kind of like a domino effect. After, you get those first points on the board, then it's like, it just keeps going after that. We got a shot. Like, it's looking pretty good going into the next day. Like, if we all just go out there and do what we have to do and, just keep our teammates' heads up just as long as we, go through the weekend, I think we're going to come out pretty happy.
Individual and team titles are at stake. Both Arkansas teams, men and women, came in here ranked number 1. Listen, if it runs like a duck and it jumps like a duck and it throws like a duck, pretty sure it is an Oregon Duck. They got all of their qualifiers, all their entries through to today, save one. So they are in great position.
The morning of the meet, I was super nervous. I was just really, nervous and excited for this last meet. I mean, I'm trying not to think about it the whole day, about this not being my last meet, but, it's kind of lingering in the back of my head. My mentality going into this meet was, I'm going to have as much fun as I possibly can, and I'm going to get as many points as I can for the team. I was ranked 4th going into the meet. This season hasn't been my best, but I know what I'm capable of, and I kind of just went in with the mentality of get points for the team.
Jada Ross scoring big in the shot is going to be super important for that.
I was like 5th thrower, which is like perfect. So the throws felt great. The competition was great. My first throw got like a season's best, and I think that kind of like let me chill out a little bit. And then I was able to just kind of have fun and just compete. Kind of just going in there, I had like 2 cues on my mind. Me and Coach Blue are working on just like left arm and staying over the right leg. So that's what I was thinking each throw. I haven't thrown 19 indoors before, so I really, really wanted that today. I was walking up to the ring, I was thinking like, this is my last collegiate throw. Like, I want it to be something special. I didn't have a cue in my mind. I was just throwing. That was just like love for the sport, throw, finish like the last throw as a duck.
She would say her best throw to her 6th round, 62 3 1/4. Not just her best throw today, but her best throw ever.
Great job.
Last throw. Picked up 3 points.
I love you, Ducks. I love you forever. And like I could feel the emotions, like I was crying, and I had like a good portion of like the team that was watching. I just have so much pride for like my collegiate career and my time here at Oregon, and so wrapping that up, like it just felt really good. It's just about executing, and then if you can get more, scraping for more. That kind of set the tone for the rest of the day, and that's exactly what everyone did.
Ceylon Alves is in this final.
She'll have her teammate Vilma Nilsson there on the outside of this field. She's very assertive in these championship racing scenarios.
Alves Nielsen right up front, controlling things.
Athletes getting very antsy with how tightly packed this has become.
So the race has become tactical.
Nielsen is all by herself up front. Alves trying to make a charge. Takes a look over the shoulder, knows it as well in hand.
And the junior from Sweden who has this race under control, and it looks like Alves got 4th. If that's the case, that's 15 points.
And certainly,
I'm just so grateful to even be in contention of the national title, and that I pulled that off today. Is just, I'm like, I'm so happy, so grateful, and yeah, I'm happy to get that today. It's crazy. I'm a national champion. I don't know.
Beautiful execution. The two of you did amazing. It was so beautiful. I'm so excited. I am so excited. You did amazing. You did it. It all comes together. You did amazing.
So I did did get to see the end of the mile right before I ran. So I saw Wilma and Shalon compete right before I ran. So I was cheering them on, like I'm kind of back there like in the call room, and so I see like in the TV, so I'm just kind of cheering like, go Wilma, go Shalon. I was like, okay, like this is looking really good. And then I knew it was my turn to, go up there next. So obviously it feels good when you see your teammates going out there and doing what they do best, and then you just kind of piggyback off of that. And I definitely got a lot of energy. Like I felt their energy too, like before I went to go run, and it was really fun, like seeing them, cross the finish line and hug and just be smiling, happy. And I knew that, okay, now it's my turn to, kind of return the favor and, help put some points on the board.
Is Jaden Mays, the senior from Glendale, Arizona, at Oregon. 4th time she's reaching this final.
Well, she's finished at 3rd, she's finished at 5th, and she's finished at 3rd another time, but she knows the implications. This is her final track meet as an Oregon Duck. She and Jada Ross, the shot putter, would really love to go out in style and win a team title.
The 60 final, like I said, it's usually the most, kind of nerve-wracking one, but I was pretty calm, going into the race. I think, like I said, I'd been there a couple times before. That was my 4th final in the 60, actually, at Nationals. So a lot of women that I've raced before being in that race, so I knew that, it was a high-level race. There was a lot of competition going to be in there. So, yeah, I just tried to, get out and execute as best as I could. And
movement in lane 2, but they keep them going. That's Dejan Dufran, and she is going to win it for the Trojans. Mays is 2nd.
A really good feeling about where I was, where I finished that, and then obviously seeing my name up on the board, getting 8 points for the team. I was like, okay, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Team title race, mostly it'll just be all eyes on Leah McCormick, see where Oregon can kind of separate themselves from the other teams.
Yellow and green of Oregon out in lane number 5.
McCormick out quickly, as is Namack of UCLA. There are the final results, just 100th of a second separating them. Jaya Covington of A&M wins it. Aaliyah McCormick scores 8 points for the Ducks.
Feeling good. I had the best indoor season of my life, and I am just so thankful. Go Ducks! Yes, big points, 791, fastest time ever. Like, what?
Let's go! And then she ran really fast. It was 791, which is screaming fast in the 60s. I got to see her time go up there right before I went to run the 200. So yeah, once I saw that she got 8 points again for us on the board, I was like, okay, like we're rolling now. Like it's looking pretty good.
Oregon has Jaden Mays, who finished 2nd in the 60 meters. She is there in lane number 5 for the Ducks.
And she's got a great lane draw in lane 5, but I had a chance to talk to Jaden earlier this week coming into the meet, and I said, you've never won a national title. You think about all the success that the University of Oregon has had, and she's never been on a national title team.
When it just comes to championship time, when it comes to the postseason, I think, I don't know, kind of my mindset just kind of shifts. I mean, I always go out there, and every time I step on the track, I know I always put my best foot forward and try to just go out there and do as best as I can. But when it comes to like the championship time, it's just always like another like version of me just kind of comes out, and especially when we're like fighting for something for a team. And I always appreciate the fact that everybody is like very confident in when I step on the track, because I'm confident in myself, but it's always helpful that, the staff and everyone else around me is really confident in me as well. Moments are big, the lights are bright, but I think I always say pressure is a privilege, and when a lot of people have eyes on you, it's like you have to do anything different. It's just, it's good to have expectations, I think. I said to myself, like, this really is your last race as a Duck, so, just go out there and, put everything you have out there. Don't leave anything on the track. You don't want to have any regrets.
Mays coming off the turn, Jaden Mays. She was 2nd in the 60, but she wins the section of the 200 with a lifetime best.
Is like Kobe for the Redeem team. They needed her to get the job done. She came in, got the damn job done.
In practice, I'm not always talking a lot. That's usually not my area, but on the track, when it's time to compete, it just kind of brings it out of me, I know, because I work really hard. And when you see like times and things like follow that, I think it just brings that out of me.
I wish somebody else was
Me and Ryan were sitting together and we were like, we're gonna win this meet. Like, we're gonna win.
Looks like Ailde is going off the track. She has gotten the cue to go ahead, and she's embracing Shalane Flanagan because perhaps the Ducks have wrapped it up.
We just won.
Team champion!
After the 200, John Anderson actually told me after I ran that, you know, he put the points up and did the tallies, and he was like, you know, you guys won. And I think that would kind of just solidified it, just kind of like sunk in for a minute after that. So I think that was probably the best moment, like just hearing it like first, like right after I finished running.
We just won. And so it was just like a really surreal feeling. Like I've been here for like 4.5 years. We haven't won one yet. So it was just really fun to be able to be like, wow, we just won this meet.
We just won. Like what?
Track Time USA.
It was really cool to see Jaden just succeed the way she did, the way she does, and it's just really cool. We came in together, you know, experienced the whole experience with Jaden, and so to be able to see her success unfold over the last 5 years has been really, really cool. And yeah, I mean, we both came back for this indoor season to contribute these points, and it was just worth it.
I knew if I came back and tried to help the team as much as I could, like, I didn't know like whose day I was really making, like, you know, if I was able to, you know, come back and try to help everybody out. So I think, you know, it really was just storybook ending, you know, going out as my last collegiate meet as a Duck and getting the national championship. I think, you know, it was really just great, and I'm super blessed and happy that I was able to come back healthy and, you know, put those points on the board.
On behalf of the NCAA, I'd like to congratulate Sherry Schumacher and the Oregon Ducks on winning the 2025 championship.
With this 8th victory, the University of Oregon indoor women are the most decorated team in the history of the university.
This is a special group. They have been so fired up this entire season. I think they felt that this was a possibility, but again, you have to get through the season and you have to get to the meet and be able to perform. And like I said, they exceeded all of our expectations, and this is just a wonderful group.
I knew if I came back and tried to help the team as much as I could, like, I didn't know like whose day I was really making, like, you know, if I was able to, you know, come back and try to help everybody out. So I think, you know, it really was just storybook ending, you know, going out as my last collegiate meet as a Duck and getting the national championship. I think, you know, it was really just great, and I'm super blessed and happy that I was able to come back healthy and put those points on the board for the team.
Amazing. Winning is just so delicious. It's just like every single point was important for us.
You know what it is that like got me really emotional? Is John Anderson asked me like, what does it mean to coach athletes of this like age? And like this age group is my favorite. Like it's so transformative this time period. And then 2, Jerry Schumacher has worked his freaking tail off to have this happen for our team. And like the amount of hours and time our staff puts in, that gets me right here.
I think it's just like the cherry on top of my experience here, and it was hard earned, and it wasn't just, you know, something that I came on the team and we started there. I was able to be a part of a program that built this talent and got to experience the highs and lows of track and field, but ending on a high just like kind of makes everything worth it. This is just like, it's just a dream to be in Oregon, and it's a dream to be on a team championship team, and to be able to contribute points to it. It just means everything. I mean, it kind of sums up my whole experience here.
Get in there, Jerry.